Hi, I'm Jackie Priest, and I'm doing 3rd grade geometry lesson plan. I'm going to go over the meaning of each shape, how you can tell which one is which, and before doing the paper, doing the worksheet, I would, as a class whole, again, go over it before them doing it. If anyone's struggling, this is the time they would have to ask questions. I would show examples on the board, show pictures of the shapes, and go over why this is that, and does it have parallel lines, and things like that. And they also could use some of this and make flashcards, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. And they could work with that with some of their classmates. That way they get a better grasp of what is being asked and understanding it. This first page, I just made a little fun little front sheet. The first worksheet would be, what am I? And that's basically describing the shapes. Have them numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then A, B, and C. So basically you're going to read each letter, what it says, and then you're going to pick and then write that number next to that. This describes the characteristics of each shape. Like one is, I am a polygon, I have a quadrilateral, and I have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So then they would go down here, find it, and each question for sure has a shape. It's real simple, nothing tricky. The next one is 12 questions. I did, how many right angles does this shape have? So they would look at that, find the answer, circle it. The next one is a word problem, and it's asking, Cole draws a quadrilateral that has 2 sets of sides that are parallel. What shape did he draw? So again, they're going to look at the shape and circle it. This one is, which shape is not a polygon, and then we have which shape is a quadrilateral. So again, it's all knowing what the shapes look like, how they can tell each one the difference, the characteristics. And so I have about 12 of those for them to go over. It starts getting a little more trickier, I would think, towards the end. Like on this very last one. What 3 shapes do you see in the octagon? And it's, it shows A, B, and C. So there's 3 different shapes inside this one shape. And so they have to figure out which one that is in. While going over this with them, I also show them that in real life we use a lot of geometry shapes and parallel lines and things like that, and how they build cars. Architects use them to build buildings and construction. They even use them to make video games. That should interest a bunch of kids. And they're actually even used in sports, if you look at a basketball floor. So this one's pretty interesting, and hopefully the kids would get into it knowing that it's everywhere, and it's pretty simple and easy, and it's mainly just knowing the characteristics. And so this is what I was talking about, that they could use and turn into flashcards, putting the shape on the front and then the questions on the back. So that should help.